talking about that specificity as it relates to the actual need that it was
see it going somewhere else. The idea of reappropriating.
Because I'm specifically looking at chance operations, and so actual built systems that then create chance.
Where I think a lot of designers are deficient is 10,000 hours of deliberate practice as far as taking one thing and turning it into something else. You know.
I brought a half-baked lecture to DesignInquiry, which then was fully baked with Mela. We meshed our two lectures together and put together a kind of provocation about what making do might be and in what forms it takes, ranging from improvisation to misuse to new use. Those were the three categories we set out.
My project was about improv theater and how it can inform the creative process and design. And so I actually started off with doing some improv exercises with everybody, and everybody was great, and everybody was game to do it.
My workshop dealt with taking old things and making new things. I brought a giant box of books that I had found in recycle bins and free take-one shelves throughout the university, brought them in, people deconstructed them, reconstructed them into new books using materials that are around the barn here in Vinalhaven.
So I worked on a collaborative project with Glenn McKinnon, and we combined the idea of bartering and artist trading cards, talking about reusing or misusing existing systems. So to transfer the sport trading card into artist trading cards seemed to be pretty successful over the week.
My project talked about the object that is created out of a make-do or makeshift situation, and also the creative process that makes those things.
This year at DesignInquiry, I presented my research on the Nevada test site. I'm doing an interactive media archive of the 828 nuclear explosions that took place over the last 50 years, ending in 1992.
My presentation had to do with jewelry. I talked about my history in jewelry and introduced the idea of a talisman, specifically a piece of jewelry made for this time and place.
The workshop was experimenting with a typographic tool from the 1870s. It's one stencil device that makes all the letter forms in the alphabet and various symbols.
My presentation was on making time work into the visual. So I presented basketball diagrams and dance notation, two different kinds, and conducting, and also some diagrams I made when one of my children was a baby.
I was presenting my work about food and its integral role at a DesignInquiry gathering, and offered everyone who's participating this year a couple of what I thought were really critical precedents, including the work of Gordon Matta Clark, the work of the futurists, etc. I thought that this year the food has been tremendous, and perhaps because it was really laid out as a design challenge and as an artistic project.
So our workshop was about a general question, and that question was, can we take the content from the workshops that were here at DI and translate those into situations that might occur in the town square or the public space?
Me and Eric Eng, Peter Hall, and pretty much everybody actually has been keeping an eye on the work that is being created to put together an exhibition for the week. And this year we're doing it in town, in the little downtown of Vinalhaven, so we can meet some local people and create a connection. This is my fourth DesignInquiry and probably the most productive DesignInquiry I've ever attended. Really amazing artists have come to this, and I think the people that are involved have made some really beautiful stuff. That being said, the exhibition opens in 1.5 hours. So within 1.5 hours, I'm going to walk into that barn and I'm going to gather as much work as I can, frantically, put it in a car, drive it downtown, and we're going to make something out of it in an exhibition and have a real make-do moment and create something that we never expected.